It's Tuesday. What's happening, guys? Got a pretty good little Metcon for you guys, the one where you've got to earn your rest. For starters, your warm-up is going to be 2 rounds of 15 no push-up burpees, 8 reverse lunges. That's going to be total, so it's going to be 4 each leg. 8 tempo object deadlifts. Just find what kind of implement you have at the house, maybe something we gave you, or something else you found around your home. And then a 30-second bottom squat hold. The Metcon, like I said just a minute ago, it's an earn your rest kind of thing. So you've got a 7-minute window to complete 3 rounds. If you get done in under the 7 minutes, congratulations, you earned some rest. If you're still working at that 7-minute mark, you go ahead and move on to the next portion of the Metcon. Again, another 7-minute window, trying to earn your rest. Once again, you got another 7-minute window. If you get time capped here, you're moving on. If you did not get time capped, you earned a little bit more rest. Moving on in your final 14 to 21 minute, 7-minute window, you've got another 3 rounds. Staying at the same 20 rep scheme, different movements though. All right, guys, our warm up, 2 rounds again. It's going to be 15 no push-up burpees, so making sure our chest does not touch the ground. Shoulders are just staying nice and over our hands, sending our feet back up to our hands, small jump to the top. 8 reverse lunges, making sure we're keeping our shin vertical. Stepping back, make sure we're keeping our back leg at a 90 degree as well, keeping our leg underneath our hips. Then you've got 8 tempo object deadlifts, so just a nice, slow and controlled, looking for a 3 to 5 second tempo up, small pause at the top, 3 to 5 second tempo back down. Make sure we're keeping our belly nice and tight, our back nice and flat, and our head in a neutral position. Then you've got a 30-second bottom of the squat hold. So again, here what you're going to do is just squat down in between your feet, moving your hips and ankles around, just finding some comfort in there, rotating around, trying to get your hips and your ankles nice and open. You've got 2 rounds of that. All right, guys, Metcon time. 3 rounds. First one, 0 to 7 minutes. So you're going to have 3 rounds of 20 jumping lunges. These are unweighted. So what Casey's going to do is just jump or let her back foot, alternating, jumping backwards, okay? You don't have to bring your feet back to center. You can just alternate your jumping lunges. It's going to be 10 each side. As soon as you hit your 20 jumping lunges, you're going to have 20 weighted ground to overhead. Again, if you have a med ball, kettlebell, or dumbbell, use whatever you have. So kettlebell or dumbbell, what Casey's going to do is just, so you can snatch or clean and jerk. So there's a clean and jerk, or you can snatch, okay? Again, alternating the movements every time. Going to be 10 each side. Or if you have a med ball, it's just going to be one fluid motion straight from the ground to overhead, making sure we're pressing our head through our shoulders, staying nice and tight, keeping our core and our midsection nice and stacked. Again, if you hit the 7-minute mark and you have not completed your 3 rounds, guess what? You're moving on to your next 3 rounds, which is going to be 20 jumping lunges again, except this time it's going to be 20 weighted step-ups. You guys kind of see what we're sticking with here. Your first movement is always going to stay 20 jumping lunges. Your second movement is always going to be 20, but it's going to be different. So our weighted step-ups, use your med ball. You can go ahead and shoulder that thing. Stepping up, alternating your legs that you step up on, it's going to be 10 each leg. If you have a dumbbell or kettlebell, feel free to go ahead and front rack that like a goblet hold, or go ahead and put the dumbbell on your shoulder. Moving on, once the clock hits 14 minutes, you're going to your 3rd round of 20 jumping lunges, except this time you're going to have 20 weighted thrusters. Now if you have a med ball, again, go ahead and have both hands on that. It's going to start at the ground, squatting down, and then thrusting up, head coming through our shoulders. Now if you are using a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you can one arm it, pressing, coming back down, switching arms, or you can probably go 5 and 5 each side. Just make sure you're hitting 10 each arm if you have a single arm implement. Or as well with a dumbbell, you can hold it in front by both heads like Casey's doing here, and just do 20 that way you don't have to alternate. Your score on this one is going to be your working time. So let's say Casey got done with this one in 3 minutes, this one took her 3:30, this one took her 3 minutes. That's 9.5 minutes of total working time. So your score is your total working time, or if you have gotten time capped, it will be 21 minutes. Thanks guys, have fun. All right guys, post stretch. If those of you guys that did Chad on Saturday, you're probably going to be feeling these step-ups again today. So what we're going to do is go ahead and attack those calves. What Casey's going to do is just get in kind of a down dog position and just undulate her heels to the ground, alternating sides. Next one is going to be a pigeon. So what she's going to do is bring her leg up, creating a 90-degree bend in her forward leg. Now you can choose to stay here, or if you want to intensify it a little bit, you can lay your chest on down towards the ground. If this is not comfortable, what you can do is go ahead and drop a butt cheek down to the floor, and then bring your leg behind you, creating another 90-degree bend, hanging out there. Now if you want to get lower there to the ground, naturally that's perfectly fine with us. Last one is going to be a half saddle. So, half saddle, what you're going to do is have one leg out in front of you. Try to keep your knees as close together as you can. Laying back. Trying to get your back as close to the floor as you can, using your hands as kickstands. Holding this side for about 30 seconds and then alternating sides, finishing up for 30 seconds. Congrats guys, you made it.